So where can we apply the drones? Where can we apply all the drones technology? So first we can apply the drone in agriculture, we can apply in healthcare, we can apply in security, in entertainment, and also in search and rescue mission. So let me give us an infographic to make it clear, because I know everyone likes pictures. So I'm going to use this picture to demonstrate where the interesting uses of drones. Alright? So first you can use drones for photography, you can use drones for videography, and as an hobbyist, I think a lot of people like to use drones for racing. So we have what they call drone racing competition, where people just bring out different kind of drones and they race and they get prizes for that. So you can also use drone for delivery, like Amazon already started this, and you could use drones to deliver your items from one location to the other, and that's just how it works. Then also we have disaster relief service. So in case of any form of disaster, any form of accident, you could use drone for search and rescue mission operations as well. Then also in agriculture, you can have a drone that allows you to spray your farm and also to monitor your crops. Okay, so these are actually the few applications of drones, and I feel these are common applications that you must have heard of, and you can actually think about which of them you want to choose from here, then start up a drone career from it. Alright, so now who flies a drone? So before we go into the flying, I would like us to share some tips about who flies this drone. Basically, if you want to fly a drone, you need two persons. So the first one is the PIC, which is the pilot in command, and the second one is the VO. Yeah, so if you are there, I would like you to look at VO and PIC as more like pilot and co-pilot. Alright? So the PIC always in charge of the control. So if I'm in charge of my control, I'm the PIC. Then if I have someone that is close by, the person is going to be my VO. Alright, so what's the jobs of those two guys? So the PIC in charge of the drones, while the VO helps to prevent accidents by checking around for obstacles and checking around for safety measures. Alright, so both are actually in charge of safety, but you must ensure you have a visual line of sight. So whenever you're flying your drone, you must always ensure you are actually seeing your drone while it flies. Don't make your drone go invisible, it's wrong. Alright, so that's why you must always ensure a visual line of sight. Alright, so while flying a drone, so I'm going to show you this simulation. So this is actually a simulation platform that we're going to use later on. But if time doesn't permit, we're going to do a real approach. So this is actually a real life demonstration. Now, if you look at this picture, you see we have a man holding the remote control, and that is actually the PIC, which is the pilot in command. Then you have somebody close by, he's actually looking at the drone and trying to make sure that the drone flies easily and without any issues. So that's the VO. So you ensure there is a visual line of sight between the pilot in command and also the drone. That is what they call VLOS. So you must always ensure you are seeing your drone. If you don't see your drone, it's called beyond visual line of sight, and you are not in the military, so I don't think you are ought to fly your drone beyond visual line of sight. It's dangerous. All right. So now the summary. So what is the summary of our program today before we go into the demonstration proper? The summary is just drone in STEM. And drone is simply an unmanned aerial vehicle. So in case you want to really know the short definition of drone, it's just simply UAV. Alright? So drone is simply an unmanned aerial vehicle, and it is categorized into just three forms, which is the multi-rotor. And the multi-rotor can either be 3 propellers, which is tricopter, it can be 4 propellers, which is quadcopter, it can be a fixed wing, and as well it can also be an hybrid drone, which is combination of both. Then okay, so these are my references. Usually I get some of my documents from, and okay, so that's just that. So I'm going to show you the real life demonstration. Okay, yeah, so I've got this drone here. So this is actually a drone. This is a DJI drone. And I want to explain what I told you about 3 modes of flying drone, right? So this is the front of the drone. This is where the camera is, all right? So if you want to fly this drone, the very first thing you should always note is this. First, you should know how to take off and land. So if I want to take off my drone, maybe it's placed like this, I'm going to increase my throttle up, then it's going to go up, right? That is what they call throttle take off, then land. So I'm going to explain the 3 modes, which are the 3 major modes of drone, major flight mode of drone. And these are the 3 modes. First is what they call yaw. So I want to yaw now. I'm going to yaw like this. So this is what they call yaw. Yaw is moving around in one axis. All right. So what I'm doing is I yaw left, and I want to yaw right.
Okay, so I want to explain the movement of the drone. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is throttle up, then throttle down. Then we have your right, then we have your left, right? Then lastly, I'm going to talk about the roll and the pitch. So pitch means move forward, that's pitch forward and pitch backward. So then we have the last one, which is the roll left, and roll right. So what we have in total is